This is Earthtone Music Productions.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shango Mugele and this is Love Being a Woman. Welcome to my studio, y'all. You're gonna notice that I'll start to do my videos from this background because I'll be recording from my, wait for it, drum roll, from my beauty studio, which is located in your back. So I will link down below the details of where you can find me, or rather I will link down below my Instagram handle for my beauty page, and there you can get the address of where my studio is situated. So without any further ado, y'all, I'm gonna get into the video. On this video I'm just gonna be doing my latest get ready with me Taba vibe. I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me video. I won't be reviewing any product, so I will also talk through my journey of living my 9 to 5 to pursue my passions. So if you are interested in that, do stay tuned and I'll see you on the flip side. I'm really excited about this video because it just looks fresh, yo. It looks fresh. If I have to say so myself, you can tell me your thoughts down below though, because you know we can just blow our own horn whilst we're not even doing the things that we think we are. So you can leave me your comments below, yo, and tell me what you think about my new background rather. So yes, oh, I did this by myself. I am the one who did it. I'm the one who did it with my younger sister. So if you want me to show you how, and yeah, you can leave your comments below on that as well, and I'll drop you guys how to, where to get what, and all of that, all of those details. So I'm gonna go in my nude, what is this palette, yo. I don't even know what it's called, but I got it from one of the Chinese places. Thank you, Babi. One of the Chinese shops. So I'm gonna go into this nude shade over here. I'm gonna be doing like a nude with a touch of green, or rather with a, excuse me, the striking color is gonna be like a green, like a teal blue. Because I just saw that inspo from the salon I was doing my hair. I saw a picture of a lady who's got this eye look. I find it to be very simple yet striking, which I'm on the matte tip now lately, which I think this is taking a trend, the whole matte look, like a whole eye matte look type of thing. So I'll be doing that. So y'all, I left my 9 to 5 to pursue my passions. Are there people that still do that? I must be one crazy one. Looking at the job scarcity and the scarcity of jobs in South Africa and the statistics, it took a lot from me. But this was something that I knew I was eventually going to do when I started working, and that's simply because where I used to work was not really ideal for a woman who just loves beauty and what I'm doing right now. Thank you, Babi. My son preparing me more. So I think this is something that I knew from when I got employed, which was like what, 8 years ago. And look, I love my job and I'm so grateful for the opportunities that I got from the company that I used to work for. When I left, I was working in the engineering department, which for those that know the mining sector, it's male dominated one. Secondly, we wear the safety boots, the safety vests, the overalls, you know the works. Like I can't even wear a bare minimal makeup look in J and go to work because that place just doesn't allow you, babe. It doesn't allow you. Skin itches when you wear makeup. So for the most part, I just felt like I was taking a lot from, it was taking a lot from me than me giving back to it. So I think a year into that department. So yes, guys, I had a revelation about it. It was something that came to me. It wasn't something that I just decided, I'm done and I'm leaving, even though I was a bit out of it already. So I was fasting one Friday, and that morning I had taken a decision that I'm gonna fast on that day. So when I was doing that, the morning when I woke up, it was a Friday, I wasn't going to work, and it just came to me, routine, it's time to go. So my husband was still in the house at that time, and then so my husband was still in the house, and then I was like, babe, I'm done. And he said to me, okay. So I got worried, or his response rather was not what I was hoping for. So after that, he left for work, and later on he then called me, Guti, love, what's up, Bebo? So then we spoke about it. Guti, no, I think this is it, I'm done. And then he said, oh, okay, no. He's been waiting for me to say that for the longest time because I was not really happy anymore. Like, it was just one of those situations where you just wake up and go to work just because you should and you must. It wasn't something that it was purposeful anymore. You know, you're just in ujoga, puma, and it was it. So when he said no, it's fine, he fully supports my decision, and I mean together we'll be able to conquer the storm that will come with the decision, but he believes that it is for the best. So after that he then came back from work. We were going for a church camp, we went to camp, we came back, and you know, I told the relevant people, told my spiritual parents, told my parents. My parents were a bit skeptical about it though at first, but then I told my dad. He was like, okay. But my dad knows once I've decided on something, you know, like it's done. So he didn't try to convince me out of it right there and then. He allowed me to just go on with the excitement of, oh no, I'm gonna do what I love, and blah 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 blah. And I think a week later I was visiting home, and then he said to me, oh, we took a drive together, and then he asked me, am I sure what this is what I want to do? Because business must call you out. Because my dad did something similar. He used to work for a certain company for a lot of years, and then he left to go to school to become a chef, and then he started pursuing his career in that, and he's still doing that now. So when we took a drive together, he was like, Hlengi, business must call you out, you mustn't just decide Jay because you feel good, you know, you're done or whatever. And I was like, no dad, I'm sure this is time, because even though business calls you out, it's not gonna call you out in the same way as other people. Business calls you out because it starts making money. But with me, I felt that if I don't leave now, I might not be able to find or to stamp my signature in the makeup industry if I don't leave now, because it's now that the industry is getting ripe, and I mean I've been at it for a good 4 years. So it's not like I just started J this year. It's something that I had been doing. I opened my studio last year, but it was far more smaller than what it is now. So when I then told my dad about it, because it's not, I see potential in it growing, but for it to grow, it requires me, and that's why in those words, then business is calling me out. So he was like, okay, if I put it like that, then he understands where I'm coming from. And as long as I'm going to be dedicated to the business and I know what I want from it and I commit myself to it, then it will flourish. Because I mean, guys, if you don't commit yourself to anything that you do, chances are that thing is not going to last. So the more that we commit ourselves to the things that we love doing and the things that we do, then they're bound to succeed. It may not be instant success, but eventually it will bring you the results that you are hoping for. So then I got my father's blessings from it, and that for me sealed it. And then I left my job and I started with the planning. For those that know me, they know Guti, I'm also doing Who is Woman with my business partner Mpumi Kumalo. I will link her handle below as well, because she's doing amazing things, y'all. She's doing amazing things. You should check her out. So we were doing that. We secured a contract on the first month after I left my job. We secured a contract with a certain company, and it didn't last long because, well, I don't think that company understood what we were offering. So it ended up being something that we were doing a lot of ad hoc work, and when we invoiced, it would be like, but we didn't hire you guys to do this, and it would be like, but you guys wanted us to do that for you guys, so we need to invoice for it. So it became one of those things where, but you said you did, and then we're like, you know what, excuse me, this is what we offer. If you guys don't see any use of this or any point for us to be here, then just say it and we'll meet again when you guys are in need of such a service that we were providing at that time. So we had to pause that contract, which I think was good, because because it just opened our eyes up to more things that we can do and other things that we shouldn't tap into. So yeah, and it's been a roller coaster ride ever since the time that I left. And I know for those that follow me on Instagram or social media, they think, was the girl got it on lockdown? I mean, she got this, you know. Well, I'm here to announce that it is hard, yo. It's hard. And I mean, I thank God that we don't look like what we go through most of the time. And I don't know the tenacity that I'm given not to allow myself to go through, to look like what I go through. I'm grateful for that. But yeah, business is hard. It's so unpredictable. 1 minute you could have your eggs, you can count them, and you're like, okay, by end of this month I've got this on lockdown. And 2 days later, and it's like, you know, honey, you got nothing in your nest, not even 1 egg. And you have to be strong, you have to be okay. You have to wake up the following day and say, okay, I'm going again for everything that I want. I'm coming for everything. You have to wake up and say those things and go for everything, and not just say it and sleep. There are those days where I feel like, you know, I just don't want to wake up. I want to stay in bed and just curl up and sleep and watch Netflix the whole day. There are those days. But girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. I have to wake up and do things and make things happen. So when that happened, we went on tour. We went to Durban. We had to pause part of the tour, which was Cape Town and Swaziland. And now we're going to be doing our last event, which is on the 9th of November. So I'll also link in below our Who is Woman handle, so that you can check us out and you could come through to the most, guys. Let me just not, okay? But you don't want to miss out on this. You don't want to miss out. So after that whole thing with the Who is Woman on the side, I then spoke to one lady that I used to work with, and I spoke to her about what I want to do. I want to extend, I want to move my studio from home and move it to a far more bigger space. And she was like, I've got space for you. And I was like, what? Let's go check it out. So I checked it out and we spoke business, and she gave me her space. So this is how we then decided, oh wow guys, let's move from the small space to the bigger space, because we do have more clientele now, and since I'm going to be doing it Monday to Friday, it's not going to be just Saturday. I will need my own space that people can make appointments, people can come in and not feel like, oh, I'm intruding in somebody's house, you know.